the first to know Nsem-Pii TV.
Jabakai yeto 2016 abatoɔ no ewie no adeɛ sɛ na pinchin bi ɛne menteme ho ase kakra bi ɛkɔ so ana enye asɛm kotoa na ɛno ɛna after election no otumfoɔ Osei Tutu the second ɛde ɛbabɛtu edwa sɛ afei edu baabi no na wɔ sɛ ɔno ɔpemsoɔ ɛde ne nan esi fam na ɔfrɛ John Dramani Mahama na ɔfrɛ Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo na ɔne wɔn ɛkasa na NDC amanyɔkuo no agye tom sɛ ampa wɔn nso nti wɔn ɛbɛfight for the next election no a ɛbɛba no ansa ɛna biribiara ɛtotɔ no akwan mu na yɛbɛkae a Mahama nso ɛyɛ campaign a ɔbɛpie mu ɛwɔ Ashanti region especially Obuase na ɔne wɔn ɛtwetwe nkɔmɔ no ɔno nso ɛde atu edwa sɛ 2016 abatoɔ no a yɛkɔtɔe no ɛyɛ adeɛ sɛ nkukuo no a odii no ɔno a ɛna agye tum mu obiara amfa fon amfrɛ no ammɔ no amanneɛ sɛ adwobrɛw akoma ntɔ yam na munyintum na asomdwie ntɔ baabi a ɛda ɔno a na tena ase na ɔda dwene mu sɛ no election no lose enti ɛwɔ sɛ mema asomdwie ba na ɛkame yɛ sɛ yɛhwɛ asɛm a otumfoɔ Osei Tutu ɛde ba bɛtu dwa ɛne deɛ John Dramani Mahama nso ɛde ba bɛtu dwa a ɛkame yɛ sɛ na ɛnhyɛ da ɛnmaakye saa na ɛno ɛna Nathan Kofi Boakye a ɔno ɛyɛ retired commissioner of police COP ɛnso ɛne ɔpemsoɔ radio ɛkɔtwetwe nkɔmɔ ɛna ɔde tu dwa sɛ den time a yɛto 2016 abatoɔ no ewie no den time na ɔno ɛyɛ Ashanti regional police commander enti na ɔno deɛ onim bibia ne nsɛm a ɛkɔɔ so paa ansa na dwobrɛw ɛba in 2016 na mpo EC announce sɛ wei ɛna abi nkunu wei ɛna abi nkunu no na ɛnyɛ asɛm ketewa it took the intervention of otumfoɔ Osei Tutu ansa ɛna election no yɛtumi announce ɛdeɛ ɛna otumfoɔ ɛyɛ yɛnkɔ na yɛnkɔtie Nathan Kofi Boakye.
Kofi yɛnhwɛ Uba Ashanti region 2014 so at least 2016 election deɛ ohun bi na yɛnhwɛ the peace a ayɛ yɛnwura otimi toto ɛde ba Asanteman you being a police officer no me sure say we are privy to arrangement bi a wɔyɛ man nyɛma timi toto din ɛwɔ man
Nsem-Pii radio ono da yɛka sɛ ɔwɔtu bi obiara na ɔbɛtumi atra Asanteman ma obi wura bɛfrɛ wa wo ma na ɔno no deɛ ɔhia yɛ asomdwie NDC o MPP o de bɛwe ne ɛmfa me wura ho ɔno ɔte hɔ no sɛbe o sɛbe mprɛduasa NDC MPP ni hɔ na sɛbe yɛde mole fo korɔ ba a ɔmbɛkɔ hɔ akɔkyea no timi do ade only problem bɛne deɛ ne asomdwie nti sɛ ba sɛ election time ɔfrɛ obiara ɔne nti nkɔmmɔ in fact ɛdu election po yɛbɛnaw so a ne yɛntimi naw so 2016 me wura ne gyina mu meka kyerɛ plane ɛma Osei madam
Charlotte Osei
ɛnaw so yɛ I'm telling you nkɔmɔ ɛkɔɔ so ɔmanhyia ansa na yɛnaw so election
that na tension
mekyɛ sɛ nkɔmɔ ɛkɔɔ so ɔmanhyia nti ɛsɛ Ghanafoɔ so no mu na yɛkuta na yɛbɔ mpa yɛnoma no nyini kyɛ me na mɛka kyerɛ nkɔmɔ ɛkɔɔ so no ntimi nka ansa na yɛnaw so election 2016 no nti obua ɛsɛ no yɛnyina ɛmfama Asantema yere Asante yere na yɛmmɔ mpa yɛ so nema bebree wa ntimi nka wa bɛde mɛka ne sɛ yɛmatiti nkwa ɛda no aseso na sɛ mpo deɛ sɛne wɔsiesie manhyia ne deɛ ɛm sɛ ne Buckingham Palace yɛyɛ abɔ so
lose resources willfully causing financial loss to the state and others. Inti Yemfano 2017 to omu year investigation omu hu say there is this microfinance company be away dra in the Ashanti region.
Yes.
Now omu yes omu mo musika. One of them no 150,000 Ghana cedis and then the other one 500,000 Ghana cedis.
Okay.
Now the 500,000 Ghana cedis come a company no. And a company cedis come a company no. And a company no I say 4% there yen to mean to ya. And so we are returning the 500,000 Ghana cedis to you. So time not the prevailing interest rate at Ghana Hano, it was around 1.2, 1.52.
Okay.
Until for the company to commit to paying 4% interest rate there, na a idea it was until they decided to return the money.
Okay.
In fact, prosecution here on Shemuno, omo ebede they say, well, the money was paid by the company.
Okay.
But as to who received the money, that was an issue. Exactly. But someone signed for the money.
Wow.
But omoto said nam ationu anono. And I say on the signature na already a signature. But then you only signature. But later the prosecution proved say it was her.
No
any signature. Inti sasika no ebedi no ho. So she was found guilty on that charge.
Okay.
And na obano
And for more Richard Etra video into a high court complex and Richard Core and it's a beautiful edifice way built for the judicial service under the presidency of John Evans Atamels, himself a lawyer. That was one of his legacies for the judiciary. It's a beautiful edifice, high court complex, and a commercial court, financial court too. Na Richard Core and yes, it's Richard Trust.
Say enyina ebebi say who say na said nam ationu owahin.
Okay.
So somewhere during the trial no osre kwan wo court was say okoye medical checkup in US
of A
and not medical treatment.
Okay.
Okoye no amba biu.
Okoye checkup no.
Wamba biu.
Na nya so yare a ye kwaje na to am na
exactly because according to the court records no far na wo ho no it doesn't show say any of the things that onuso okwa check it up no it couldn't be done in Ghana.
Okay.
Okoye no mo bono wamba next stand the trial and Daniel Axim there we jinemu sa
now
ono so edu baby no yare but ende oba court
in case now a court for how long?
Case in the 2017 investigation is and along the line I think 2019 2021 the case actually started
trial and kasa
exactly
and for the whole trial no said the name
or delay the trial for 16 months.
For 16 months.
For 16 months because now we we processing our services. So there was a lawyer that was representing her. Exactly. And the other one Obo.
Okay.
Our second accused,
yes.
Exactly.
Second accused should be Axim, no?
Daniel Axim, no?
On a lawyer,
Obo. Until Oshe say before the sentencing, he pleaded for mitigation because this person has not absconded like Sednam Ationu. Because now Sednam absconded, they found all other means to get her back. So the means to get her back. So the as a fugitive. Sisi na eso omukwa hwehwe no baby obia no nti
omumani who say sentence edane so ni
nti omuye na ye
the state say in court say Oma try every means possible to get her anye.
Good. So it became a matter of contention. In fact, the judge was very furious with the state prosecutors. Say they could have at best collaborated with international institutions to at least begin the extradition process and then get her to face justice. But I'm watching now. I feel that after sentence, they were telling the court to say they will go out and then begin the process. But according to Amone, they did all that they could in order to get her to come and face justice. But the court did not only sentence her to 10 years imprisonment. There were other fines. So when I calculated
but even before say sentencing, in the court, a convicted on all the counts.
All the 78 counts.
78 counts.
All of
guilty.
Them. All of them guilty. In fact, meanwhile, they had pleaded not guilty to the charges. But this one, the first one, the Jura Microfinance, it turned out Sikane Kodino one famba. Now let's get to the sensitization workshop across the country that Maslow claimed they organized. In fact, the prosecution was able to prove beyond reasonable doubt to say there was nothing like that. There was no picture, there was no press report. Even at the original centers, they had no knowledge about the said sensitization workshop. Over 2 million Ghana cedis.
Over 2 million Ghana cedis.
And so all of these monies went down the drain. And then we go to the next one, that is the Kantamanto fire disaster. The victims. They were, so Maslow claims that they gave these victims huge amount of money in order to restart their businesses. It turned out that there was no penny. The prosecution exactly. I think say it's close to 70 million Ghana cedis.
70 million Ghana
exactly.
There was some Kantamanto traders now.
Yes. All of them. Apart from Kantamanto, okay, GPRTU buses been almost on procurement. So apparently it turned out say buses now more procure my GPRTU, the retail price no so mo koto buses no kra e we dwaman so a nipa se me koto bus na it will cost me less than what the exactly. And so it made the GPRTU reject that offer. Exactly, because so in court they quoted the prices of these buses in the idea. Until the court deemed, they said they had caused financial loss to the states. And then they had also committed the government of Ghana to lose substantial amounts of money. Monies that could have gone into other sectors of the economy to develop them. And they also bought 350 vehicles. Now, cars no motor, you can buy at half the price of what Maslow was willing to give them. And so it also became an issue. Wow. And then so there was also procurement of Samsung phones. Yes.
Maslow could procure Samsung phones.
Exactly. So whether it was for the operations or for some of the youth groups or something, but the amount of money they were selling the things to the people was 400. But when checks were done on the market, it turned out say 100, 120 Ghana cedis. Oh. Yes. So it became a huge issue in court. Now there were procurement breaches. They did things, sole sourcing, single sourcing, and the others without recourse to law. And so there were multiple infractions and all of that. And then it turned out that Daniel Aximono, 20,000 Ghana cedis in all of these, 20,000 Ghana cedis, and they had the benefits in all these amount of money. So initially,
about 20,000 Ghana cedis.
So initially, he 3 memos in the I think he yielded, and so it was given to him as a gift. But he was also signing the checks, and then
for the
CEO, and so the court deemed it as an unprofessional and irresponsible behavior, unbecoming of professionals or public officers who are supposed to know better, who have gone to school, and they're supposed to safeguard. So say or raise issues, say be or revolt here, because his fear, as he expressed in court, was that he feared he would be fired.
So
and secondly, in the heat of the political environment he found himself, he felt that they were going to pester him, and so he had to yield to the pressure and do that. But the Justice so she outlined certain theories, said it is untenable for you to yield to such superior orders, no matter how hard it was, and cited other sources or other cases.
Case law, sir.
Exactly. Nti ebasa no na say omo committee the state, and state ne lose so huge amount of money. But the judge was very furious. I should tell you, she will say it as it is.
As it is.
First, she was furious at the Attorney General's office, the prosecutors, for sitting down for the person who benefited the most.
So,
exactly.
And a US no quite one mass.
Exactly. Now, Martina Jose, okay, after sentencing, no, we are now going.
Having the air
near the end. The second leg of her anger was that Omwa Sewofie, or say in her years of practice as a prosecutor, and she became a judge.
So I Juma Aegis department.
Exactly. Yeah. On T in Penny Sem that say Ghana ha Obi afa AK-47, be it an armed robber or Obi Abewi, or could be them or cover 1 million Ghana cedis crowd. And see that. And then looking at the elites, the professionals, the people that claim they have adequate and substantial knowledge. Omo enedi omo pen ADD adwuma.
Edi wiya sika.
Ntina ne nsada ne nsayam say public officers omo hu Ghana for mo boku because taxes na yetua no edoso. No, so who knows? If all of these monies together with others the country continues to pursue no. Say ni nyina wo ho a enka IMF Ukraine can we will not even go there. She did all of that. In fact, she, I mean, you know, if you ask her, Boakye very well. And so she said it as it is, and then, but the prosecution said that, well, it's not too late. They are going to do their best. Deputy Attorney General Alfred Chiayeboa was in court, but the case was handled by the state attorneys. So he came, but they put in a word. They said, they did something. They didn't do anything. Now the court has ordered that beyond the sentence of 10 years, you know, they split the sentence. They said they are more year sentencing now. So this one will go 5 years, this one will go 2 years, this one will go 6 months. Concurrently. But the highest one is what we take. So the 10 years. In hard labor. And the court has also ordered that her properties should be applied to defray the costs of the properties being in Ghana.
Identifying the properties.
Exactly. So when we spoke with the Attorney General after the judgment, he indicated, say, they are working on it and they will ensure that they bring her to face justice. You know, sentencing will not start until she arrives in Ghana. Exactly. See, after this one, there it's been done. It's hanging. So once she returns to Ghana, then the 10 years will begin.
Now,
Azim was there. In fact,
the sentence
2 years.
On 2 years.
2 years in hard labor, but also in I think 1,500 penalty units. Into cancer nam at your noni penalty unit in Boma 6,500 penalty units. And
the penalty unit 12 cities.
Do calculate 78,000 Ghana cedis.
And I was Utia.
So fine. These are fines. Exactly. So some of them they use the conjunctive and then your friend is saying the disjunctive one. Exactly. So so when we told the AG said they are going to sit down and calculate how much she's supposed to pay as fines and all of that. But that notwithstanding, is a kind of more bonny there. That is why the court has ordered that they should attach a property in order for those monies to be
properties, no, and no, and yet to defray the fine. No?
Yes, because there's some of the fines, you know, she should pay or risk a jail term.
A jail term, yes. Ain't are the properties now? Attached. Properties now? Attached. Or to defray 70 million.
And that is why the AG is saying that they need to go and sit down and then properly compute all of these things in order to know their way forward, what exactly they are doing. But I love the orbiter given by Justice Boakye, because if you look at how we are losing millions of Ghana cedis, and she feels the elites, they are using the knowledge they have acquired. I say amount for Ghana's attitude when they get the pen, they use it. Normally they bought Ghana chrono or more finding themselves in political position and in public offices in the In fact, she was very frontal, saying, in fact, and everything should be done Ntina almost a sentence, to serve as a deterrent to any other person. If you wanna, then like one day hank of goodness, or starting a sentence. Starting a sentence.